So you look at me. You ask, what are silver bin? And I don't know, this is a tough conversation. We're gonna drive around Forza and we're just gonna bullshit and we're gonna talk.
Welcome
Real
back,
talk
Your
about
Majesty.
whatever the hell has been going on while I play the game. And see how long I talk for. What happens? Macabre. So anyways, yeah, last time I talked I did like a little like kind of just temporary video where I was really just playing Rivals, and well, I didn't even do like a live recording. It was just footage of me playing Rivals, and then I talked over it. And oh my god, the game was very loud in my headphones. I'm gonna say that real quick. So yeah, not a good video like at all if you're really thinking about things, but I feel like I needed to make it. I was at an okay point in my life, I guess you could say. Not the best, but overall, like, I was doing okay. Just a lot on my plate, and I mean, it still is. It's always a lot on my plate. There's never not a lot of, unfortunately. I wish I could say that, but such is life, such as being an adult living in America. But to, you know, living in America, buy rent.
You're living in America at the end of the millennium.
Never fucking works out the way I want it to, and I'm ashamed of it. Yes, in some ways. In some ways, I'm not. It's hard to say. And I forgot to turn my drivatars back up to unbeatable. So you're gonna watch me suffer and everything. I turn them down sometimes when I've had enough of the bullshit that unbeatable drivers are in this game. Sometimes. So yeah. Just starting at the last position, dealing with their insane driving is not fun. Anyways, yeah, just being busy. I'm not the best driver in the world. I can just drive. Oh, look at him. He's still got ABS on and the line's on and still got blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. I do. Okay? Like I said, I'm not the best driver. I know it. I'll admit it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, and I don't have a wheel either, you know, using a controller. So much fun. Go. Go. Yeah, not fucking winning that race. I feel like in unbeatable drivatars, you don't catch them on the corner, or it's over. If you don't catch them by the like first, second, third corner, done. Depending on the map, the race, the track, whatever you want. But yeah, no, life has been crazy. I got married. That's fucking wild. Just had my 1-year anniversary, in fact. Other than that, I mean, nothing too crazy besides marriage. New place, I'm moved finally again, and moving was sucked ass. I'm glad it's over, but you know, such is life. I've moved so many times. Alright, here's where we throw ourselves into. We're getting there. It just. Oh my god. Nope. That race is over. New house. I love this place. I love this place. I'm almost done setting up my setup. And getting my PC set up. Fully. I'm just about there. Which gives me more motivation to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's, make something happen. Let's actually content create and everything. But like, an honest discussion I've been having with myself and my therapist has been labor, and like what labor actually means outside of your typical work labor. Yes, that is involved in the topic that I'm talking about, but it also comes to just your actual investment of your time and your effort and everything like that. Like, labor is more than you think. Your mental faculties during a day, your everything like that, all ties into your labor. I'm not doing so hot at this race, and I'm not paying a lot of attention, so that doesn't help either. That's one of those things where my job is very taxing, both on my body and in terms of, like, what I have to do people I have to deal with. I'm gonna retune this car. But in terms of people I have to deal with, in terms of like on my body, my jobs is very taxing. I've worked retail for the past 10, and working retail for the past 10 years has also been interesting, to say the least. It's taught me a lot, learned a lot. But I've also been kind of worn down and built up in other ways. So, you know, coming home at the end of the day, I'm drained a lot of the time, physically and mentally. On my feet for 10 hours a day, potentially more, less. All the in between of being on my feet. You have to deal with all the customers, all the people, all the situations, everything it might bring. Thankfully, I'm not in a bad location like I have been in before in the past. Like, I've been in bad stores where not only is it taxing on my body, like, it's even more mentally taxing. And depending on which positions I've been in, it's varied in terms of how much, like, it's actually on me. Doing creative work, as much as I may love it and as much as I might get the passion out of it, it is an investment. It is something. Oh my god, this car is beautiful. So ready for it. It is something you have to actually take care of. The pop-up headlights are amazing, but it's hard because as much as I may want to do these things, I do have to give myself leniency and understanding that I'm tired, and you know, like it's hard to earn enough some days to have the time to come home and play a game or do something like that. But you know, put in perspective of like, yeah, it sounds easy sometimes. Turn on the thing and record, or turn on the thing and stream. Streaming, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't have to. It's recording or it's live, but I have to be present and I have to be engaging if I actually want to make something out of the creative work. I need more than to just turn it on and just sit there and be maybe play a game, but be completely silent and be basically not present for however fucking long. You know what I mean? Um, I don't I don't want to be like that. And then it's also it comes down to okay, say I record it like I am right now. The amount of times I've recorded things and said I'm gonna make something of this footage, and I don't, or I do something with the footage and I don't make anything out of it. You know, like it's a huge investment. When you boil it down, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but you know, I'm fucking married. I have dogs. I have all these different things. Like a taking a I record for an hour of me playing a game, and I record this down. How long does it take me to edit the footage? Depending on what I make out of it and what I do, it could be an hour. It could be 10 minutes. It could be fucking. I take an hour of footage, and it takes me days of effort over multiple hours to edit it down because it's something that requires that more attention potentially, or like I'm doing more with it. You know, that's a complete possibility. Like who knows what comes of that. So what's the end point? If I know what I want to make, I have maybe an endpoint. If I don't know what I want to make, I don't necessarily have an endpoint. And you know, between everything, what's the time? What's the actual time that I end up with doing this? So as much as I want to be able to give these things some more time, I struggle. It's that's what's difficult. You know, how am I investing my actual labor, and like am I getting in return? Am I gonna actually finish this project when it comes down to it with recording? Am I gonna make something I'm proud of? I put it out. I don't necessarily care about the people that see it like I do up to a point. You know, I care about reception, but it's more like, am I going to be happy with this? Am I gonna feel like comfortable with this? That's another part of what makes it difficult. in between everything. Like, I record this footage that I'm recording now. By the time I'm done, I don't know what time it'll be, but am I gonna have enough time to edit it before I have to start making dinner? It gets home? I don't know. Am I gonna be awake enough to actually do something with it later? Probably not. No, that's something. I gotta take my dogs out soon. Yeah. No, we're good. They didn't notice. Alright, let's try to win this race. Actually, now. Maybe this time. But I hope I can at least semi-explained what I'm meaning here. It's a difficult concept sometimes to, like, wrap your head around. Because we live in such a society where it's just like, go home, do more, be productive, do this. Why didn't you get XYZ done today? You have X amount of hours, you're supposed to get the most amount of your time. And it's like, where the fuck does it leave you for rest, you know? And I know a lot of people my age are coming to this kind of realization too, of like, that guy's in the corner again. Just the Dravatar is stupid as fuck. But I'm gonna just gas it as hard as I can for a little bit here. It's just one of those things, like, a lot of people I know are coming to that realization, or like online you see a lot of people coming to it and being like, yeah, no, fuck the system. This is kind of stupid that I get to spend my whole life doing this kind of thing. Wholeheartedly agree. It's just hard to draw that line when you don't have the money or resources to draw that line, I guess you could say. Like, unfortunately, I gotta fucking work. I'm gonna rewind this one time and blast it in this corner. See what happens. But, like, I have to fucking work. Unfortunately, as much as I don't fucking want to, I have to work. And my commute kind of sucks. But I need money and I need to buy things. So it just naturally leaves me with this little bit of time. And I do take time to myself, and I take, I guess, certain liberties. Like, yeah, I could work a second job, third job, whatever, and try to bring home more money in the limited free time that I do have. And I do some things. Like, I sell old Pokemon cards that I have here and there, just because I had them for years and they don't hold like that much value to me like that. Wow, that. So I can take some liberty in something like that. But just thinking about it like this. Okay, I work myself to the absolute goddamn bone more than I already do. I work hard at my job that I do have right now. I put in the work. I'm not just there working. I work. I do more than most people, I guess you could say. And it's hard because, like, you could say, why the fuck are you doing that if you're so tired? Like, just work, you know, normal. Don't push yourself that hard. And it's hard for me to draw that line. So, you know, okay, I pushed myself in my job here. I push myself in my next job where I just take the time and don't rest or do enjoyable things, and I just work. What am I missing out on? I'm missing out on so much and so many things, like time with my dogs, time with my wife, time to enjoy games like that I do right now. It's hard. And, you know, I miss out on all those things, okay. What else does it lead to in the future? You know, what else do I end up missing out on? Or do I burn myself out so hard that, like, I have a physical break or a mental break? You know what I mean? Like, God forbid that I'm not able to show up for my wife or the people that need me. You know, like, where I get sick and I can't end up not being able to work fully. That's a good way to put it. You know, I could also end up not showing up when I need to be, but I could end up losing something or losing, you know, more because I'm not able to be there. Granted, you know, that's never going to be a guarantee they're going to be there, but, like, why push myself to these extremes if I really don't absolutely need to yet? If I still have the wiggle room, I'm going to live in the wiggle room as much as I can until, like, you know, God forbid my body give out, or, like, I don't have that wiggle room anymore. And it sucks to say because it's like, realistically, oh, you could be doing so much more, you could be getting so much more money, you could be making so much more of your time, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, yeah, I in theory could, but what if it doesn't work out? What if it does? Okay, cool. Am I gonna be happy that way? I don't know. That's... Granted, I don't know if I'm gonna be happy completely doing the things I'm doing now, or, like, living the way I'm doing now, but at least I'm able to breathe, I guess you could say right now. I'm not pressed to that limit. I don't want to be pressed to that limit and not be able to breathe, because if something new comes in, what happens? Maybe I'm able to make room for it. Maybe I'm able to squeeze that new thing in. What if I'm not? What then? What happens if I'm not able to squeeze in that new thing? Oh, riding the wall, we're going crazy. Doesn't even matter. Oh my god. But what if I'm not able to squeeze it in? What if I don't have enough room left on my plate? I feel like I'm so filled up as it is now that, like, you know, you're looking at my plate, I'm at that, like, 85% mark right now, and that feels like it's too much times. Because that 85%, you know, 50% of, you know, 50% of my total. So leaving me with that 35% left over. That 50% is work. My work I already do. My job I already do. And I'm already putting 100% of my effort into that 50%. So, like, what am I left with in the end? It's hard. I guess if the description makes sense. But I hope that made sense. It's not an easy concept to, like, sit with sometimes, because, like I said, we live in such a world that focuses so hard on being and doing as much as you can, and, like, I try to, like, embody that, and it still doesn't fucking work. Still, like, it's not enough, because it's never going to be. Can't feed the machine enough. It's an endless, ceaseless thing. The only way to feed it enough is to not feed it at all, or feed yourself. God damn, that's a great way to say it. Feed yourself. You know? Stop worrying about the other shit. Feed yourself. I like that. I like it. Put it on a t-shirt. So I know this has been a bit rambly, this piece here, this whole video, but I really appreciate you watching. If you have, I know it's not, I don't upload often, I don't make a lot of videos, but YouTube is something that I do care about and I do want to do more of. It's just, I don't know how to apply myself fully to this. It's something I'm still figuring out, and I'm always going to have an awkward relationship with YouTube because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and just being an adult and living life, it makes it difficult in some ways to actively apply myself to it. So really, I appreciate you watching if you did, and listening all the way through me ramble about my own life and my relationship to work and video games. So yeah, thank you. Hey, maybe more videos to come in the future. I have a shit ton of video ideas written down. I just gotta make them, you know? Bye.